So give yourselves a woo. Woo! Oh, y'all are good. But you gotta get the hands going too. So, okay, will you do it again? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Woo!
All right. Hey, good morning, everyone. I would like you to do a little test with me again. I was not able to hear that video, so I was doing a little checking. If you're out there, can you just give me a little quick hello and that, yes, you can hear me today? For some reason, again, I'm not sure that actually I am live. I know that. So like, woo, woo, good morning, and give yourselves a woo for being here. So like I said, if you're out there, can you just send me a quick post and say yes, that you can hear me? And if you cannot hear me, I guess you're seeing me just making motion, and let me know that too, because I need to make sure that you guys can hear me all right. All right. So good morning. And I also would just love to know where you are located. So if you would also say hello in the chat, and say, yeah, you're here in Kansas City, or you're in Las Vegas, or wherever you might be. That would be just great. All right. So I'm going to continue as if everything is just hunky-dory and everything's just perfect. And if it's not, please just send me a note. Give me a note if, let's do there. I'm going to ask, can you hear me? Thing that's weird is that I don't know what you're hearing over there. So if I've got an issue, please let me know. All right. So let's see. There's some things coming up. I know that they've posted the lunch for Las Vegas, which is the third Thursday that they have their live in-person lunch. We have ours here in Kansas City area on the third Wednesday, and we're changing locations. You'll be seeing that come out either today or tomorrow with all of the information, but we are moving from Maggiano's over to Silo Canyon Farms. It's great. We're going to be in the bigger room. There still is limited seating, so you'll want to get your tickets early and just, get your ticket and join us. We'll be facing out over the golf course. It's so beautiful. You don't want to miss. You want to come, right? All right. So as we continue on, also big thing. So y'all remember great Lisa Fredrickson, our learnaholic, raises her chickens. She's just so fun. She was a host on here for a long time. And she is our interview on Let's Chat coming up this Friday at 10 o'clock Central Time. So you'll want to be sure to tune in for that. Is when that will go live. So I look forward to y'all hearing from her. It's a great interview, and she is just such a great person and so fun and such a just a wonderful heart, and lives her faith day by day. So it's amazing. All right. So I'm just going to go right in here and get started on our topic today. So let's talk about the lies. So I'm going to backtrack just a little. And the thing that I've been talking about over these last 6 months or so, and I'm going to continue, I haven't talked about it too much on here, but I am going to, and the topic being, take the girdle off your brain. So if you're out there, you can do this with me. Okay. So would you put your hands on your head and just squish your brain in really tight so you can tell that it's there, almost give yourself a headache. All right. So we're going to put our hands on here. And this is the invisible girdle that we have on our head. And it starts when we're young. Somewhere we start pushing things in our brain because of the circumstances around us, the things that people say, the lies that surround us. Could be from your family members, could be from friends, so much from the media, social media, radio, TV, whatever that is. So what we want to do is we want to take the girdle off of our brain and release those negative thoughts, those lies, the frustrations, those feelings of inadequacy, the doubts. Y'all know what I'm talking about? All right, so we're going to do it on count of 3, and then we're just going to release it, just like release, visualizing yourself taking that girdle off your brain. So ready? 1, 2, 3. It's woo, woo, that's another woo. Get rid of that. Open the brain, expand your mind to what God has for you. Have the new opportunities and new things to go and new paths and new things to learn. So you really want, but you can't take in all that good stuff when your brain is so full of all the negativity and the lies that the world has told you. And so that's what I'm going to talk about today. And, first, let me just preface by saying that there are lots of great products out there in the world. And there's one of the things I love about networking is that I have learned and found out about so many amazing products and services that are out there. So this is not to take away from any of that. It is about how you are being programmed, let's say by the world, okay, programmed to think less of yourself. That really is true. And when we can stop and acknowledge, because here's the thing, we cannot move forward until we acknowledge where we are. That's part of my ABCs that I talk about a lot. And the first one is to acknowledge your belief in yourself. What do you believe in the world? Are you special? Were you created and unique? If you think about just your fingerprints, that everybody has different ones in the millions and billions of people. But the thing is, when you can take a look at things and really see them for what they are, see the truth, then you can distinguish between what's real and the truth and what are lies. So this morning, I'm going to just focus on what lies and how the media, the all-encompassing, okay, the world, how it's programming you. I'm going to just kind of use the word media to cover all of those things. Part of it's social media. Some of it is advertising on TV, radio, all of those things, as well as the people in your life that may do that too, as you're growing up, who have put those negative thoughts into your head. So one of the first ways, so there's actually 5 that they use a lot, in promoting products. Now, I'm not saying that every product, I'm not even saying any of the products necessarily are bad, but be careful that you're not buying them for the wrong reason. They want you to feel bad. That's the truth. They want you to feel bad and to feel pain, because when you feel bad and you feel pain, you want it to stop. You want something that's going to make it better. You want something that's going to help you, to get you out of this, maybe the hole that you're in. If you're stuck in a hole and don't know what to do next, those type of things. So the very first one that they use is fear-based marketing. So it plays on your fears and your insecurities, making all of us feel inadequate, and that we need this in order to get rid of those negative feelings. A lot of times that's used in health, like diet products and being overweight, and that way, and they play on how you feel, that fear that you have, and just not feeling that you're enough, doubting yourself and who you are. So fear-based marketing is one of the 5 that I'm going to share with you today. The second one is social comparison. Oh my gosh, ladies, we are the worst. We compare ourselves to each other and to other people all the time. If you could stop that one thing, I'm going to just talk as women. If we as women could stop comparing ourselves to others, it would change our lives. I am trying to do better. I'm not trying. I am getting better at it. I don't have it fully licked. I find myself doing the same things that I have for years, but I'm trying to, make improvements in that. So the comparison of each other. So you think about the magazines and the fashion, they show these beautiful models. I mean, let's face it, they are. But the perfect bodies are our version in our head, how we've been programmed to think this is the perfect body. Are you with me? So we're programmed to think that's the perfect body. The clothing and how they wear the clothes. And if we were all 5'8" and thin, we could wear probably any fashion item there is out there. You could wear anything you want, but we have different bodies, so it is important to find the things that work best for our body, but it's never going to happen if we keep comparing ourselves to what is put in front of us as the perfect thing. This is what we're supposed to aspire to. So that whole social, comparing ourselves from that standpoint. Then the third one is scarcity. This strategy is about that sense of urgency. Hurry up, you're going to miss out the big flash sales. If you don't do this in the next, 10 minutes, the price is going to go up, because all of us like to get the best price. Would you agree? We like to have the best price. I like to save money. I like to, be prudent in the things that I do. And so that scarcity marketing thing, and it is so funny. I watch, not a lot, but I see a fair amount, let's just say, of various things. Certainly they're in the health and wellness standpoint, diet products, weight loss does a lot of that. If you sign up now, there's also, the other in the beauty industry, I see a lot of that. And y'all, it's like they're all going by the same formula. I mean, I can almost tell you when they're getting ready to start the next thing. You're all with me. So if you're watching any of those things, they start out with the doctor or somebody who is telling you all about this product and how he's found it together. And I'm not saying they're lying. I'm not saying that, but they're programming it to feed on those insecurities that we have, and that, that fear of being left out, or, I need to be smart and get this while it's at the lowest price. So it gets to the bottom and you're there and it says, okay, whatever it is, $49.99 if you buy it right now. This video is going to go down. This is one they're using a lot. This video is going to go down, or, we're spouting things the medical industry doesn't want you to know, or whatever that is. Big Pharma doesn't want you to know this. So we've got this out here, but it might not be here next week, because once they find out, they try to pull us down. Have y'all heard that? Okay. If y'all are out there, you can put me a little note out there so I know that you're actually there. And if you're watching later, same thing. I go through them and I love to see where y'all made your comments. So that that scarcity. And then, of course, if you buy the 3 bottles or the 6 bottles of whatever it is, and this special promo is only going to be available so long. And then they get the countdown clock to make sure that you see that if you don't get there and put your credit card in time. So they're feeding on those things that they know about us. They've done lots of studies. They know how our psyche is, and how when we want something that's going to make us look, you start using this cream, and within 2 weeks, you're going to start noticing a difference. And I did try one of those recently, you guys, and I've been using it, and I cannot tell one bit of difference. I've been using it about a month now, just, actually to help the wrinkles over here and these deep grooves, being real with you. Would I like to get rid of some of those? Yes, of course I would, but I'm not, I choose not to do surgery. And so anyway, so I thought, well, I'm going to try it. And I have not noticed one difference. I'm going to finish the 2-month thing. It says might take 30 days, but it's been 30 days. I'm in somewhere in between that 45 days, maybe. Anyway, so I did get rooked into there, but they're all the same. I mean, I've just seen numerous ones, get that product. So then number 4, now here's a big one, ladies. Not only do we do a lot of comparison to ourselves, I mean, we really do. We're comparing ourselves to each other, to the models on TV, to the actresses, to the whatever. So we're doing that. But the other thing that we do a lot, y'all, and it's like cancer, is guilt. Ladies, we have got to get over that guilt stuff, because they prey on that. They know how we feel guilty, and they want us to buy their product or join their group, whatever that looks like. It plays on our emotions, and the emotions of that we're not doing enough, or we are not enough. A big one like this. Okay, let me just, those commercials about those poor little puppies, all those dogs and cats that are just suffering. I mean, they pull at my heartstring like I can hardly stand it, and it is terrible, and I do want to support things, but I just want I think we need to be aware. So now it's like, okay, I know they're feeding on my heartstrings and stuff like that, but I do want to help the dogs because I'm a dog person. I hate for anything to suffer, but that's how they play on them. And there's other ways that they play on our guilt. And as moms, if you're a mom out there, we have, they call it mommy guilt. We have guilt that we're not doing enough for our kids. And we haven't given them the tools that they need, or Susie, and we combine guilt with a little bit of comparison that we're not as good of a mom because maybe you're a full-time working mom and you feel terrible because yes, you're working to support your family. You might be a single mom out there. You don't have a choice, whatever that looks like, but you feel so guilty that you're not with your kids all the time. So just know that they are playing on those emotions, and you get to look at it. And then if you want to get the product, great. I'm not saying don't buy any products, but be aware. I was surprised when I was over the last year or so when I've been looking into all of this. And then the fifth one that I'm going to talk to y'all about today is false claim marketing. It's where they exaggerate. Talk about, when I got the product to help my wrinkles here, they're supposed to fill in my little grooves. A lot of that is false claim marketing. It's all about trying to get you to get this product in that very fast way, because the limited edition, and get it before the clock goes down. So I'm like, they can put all of these, they can put just about every one of these 5 in one commercial, just so you know. So again, a lot of it is used in weight loss marketing, weight loss products, because they say, well, you're not going to have to change how you eat, and you don't have to add exercise, but you just take this whatever, every day or 2 or 3 times a day or at every meal. And I would imagine some of them work. I actually, this is an area where, if you've known me long, is one that I struggle with. And I have tried numerous products. I've spent so much money. I understand the marketing, and I know they're marketing to me, and I know they're trying to get me to buy it. And often I do. Let's be real. So, but I think it's just important that we know that we're actually aware of the marketing that happens. So, there's the miracle cures, right? There's the miracle weight loss, lose all the weight you want. There's all that false claim. So I'm going to go back. So the first one is fear-based marketing. So I have a challenge for you. I want you this week to be really aware, pay attention to these things around you, the commercials. So if you're watching TV, another one, oh my goodness. And it combines several of these. There's a lot in the health and wellness. A lot of, big pharma is spending billions, I don't even know how much money, on the marketing to make you realize that all these aches and pains that you have, some of us have them, an area could be skin. You see a lot of them on the skin things. And these are real conditions. Okay, they're real conditions that their product may or may not help, but they present it to you in a way that makes us feel even more sick, because they point out things. Well, maybe you do have a few aches and pains, but they're, maybe they really are just minor because you worked out in the garden or whatever. Or they could be real, ongoing, pain problems. So, but just know that they are putting this out there to make you really pay attention to your pain, so that you will either go purchase their product, or you will talk to your doctor about it and see if he will put you on the med. Again, I'm not saying that any of the products are bad. I just want us to be more aware of what's happening, because the more we're told we're not good enough, the more we're told that we don't have what it takes. If you want to have friends and go to parties and have a great social life, then you better go get your Crest strips, put them on your teeth so you can have really white teeth and a big smile, and go in and have all these friends. Now, is that the truth? They may whiten your teeth. I'm not saying they don't, but is that really the message? Is you're going to now have a great social network. You're going to go out and party and have a good time. I don't think that's really true. I think that's little false advertising. They're not saying that, but the whole thing is around that, go have a party and be with all your friends. So this week, I would love it if you would really pay attention. And when you're watching those commercials, kind of think, what category is that? Oh, that's a little bit of fear. Oh, that's definitely comparison. And again, the whole social thing, when they're out having a party, or they're out on the yacht, or they're under the star, or they're out at the ocean and they're having this big party and all these friends. And part of you wants that. I want to go be on a cruise, and we all can, and it's time for you to, when you want to do that and pay for your cruise, whatever that looks like for you. But the point is, be aware of what they're doing, okay? So that it's really to make you feel bad about yourself. Bottom line, they want you to feel bad. They want you to really feel your pain even more. So then you will buy their product or service and they make money. The bottom line is it's about them making money, them, society out there, whatever. Again, we need products. We do. We need products. Man, I don't know what I'd do without hair products. So we all need those things. But again, one more time, how many times I said that already this morning, just be aware, because I want you to keep that girdle off your brain. I want you to take it off, let it go of those feelings that make you feel bad, the things that make you feel less than, because God created you for greatness. You're unique. Jeremiah 1:5 says, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, before we were even born, God set us apart for what he designed for us. You are amazing. God created the whole earth for us. When you think about it, all of the steps of creation, the sun and the moon and the ocean, the waters, the vegetation, the animals, all of those things were all set in place. And then God created us. He had already had everything we needed. If he created us on the first day, we wouldn't have had food or water or sunshine. Do you ever think of that? That's so amazing about that. When someone pointed that out to me, a friend of mine. And it's so cool to think about that God created the world for you. So why would he want you to feel bad about yourself? Why? Yes, there is sin. When we come and we confess it, yes, God forgives us. He sent Jesus, and that was the next place of really seeing what God's done for us. Why would he want you to feel bad? He wants us, when we make mistakes, yes, to acknowledge our sin, to, ask for forgiveness. But he wants us to be who he created us to be, with our gifts and talents to share with the world. That is a beautiful thing. So just be who God created you to be. Don't compare yourself to others, because it doesn't matter what Susie or Mary down the street does. And it doesn't matter that all the models, that's how they're making their living. Great. Okay. But that's not, for most of us, that's not us. That's not what we're doing. But we can be great in where God has placed us and not have to listen to the lies of the world. So letting go of those and being open hands, open minds for what God has for us. And that's what I'll be talking about as we continue on through these next several weeks. Just how you can keep that girdle off and fill it with different things. Fill your mind with those positive thoughts and what the truth is of what God says about you. All right. Well, it is almost the top of the hour, and I'm just so glad you've been here with me today. If you have any questions or any thoughts you'd like to send, put them in the chat box or even reach out to me personally. I would love to hear that. And as you take your challenge this week, really watching that, I'd love to hear back from you on that. It's like, oh my gosh, I never noticed that, whatever that might look like to you. And I encourage you again to do that and just see. And so when you buy a product, realize that that's what you're buying, this product, because you're looking, to find something that's going to help you with whatever it is, a particular area. But be aware and pay attention to the things that surround us, for sure. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here, my friends. I just so appreciate it. Be sure to tune in on Friday to watch Lisa's interview. She was amazing. And I just want to remind you, as always, that life is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. So choose wisely, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week. All right now. Bye. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye now.